Hi, and welcome to Stamp with Ginny. Today I'm going to share with you how I made this lovely birthday card using the Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper and the Tulip Builder punch. Here's our Pleased with Punch Designer Series paper, and I wanted to show you that this paper not only is double-sided, but it coordinates with 3 of our punches from the Mini Catalog and our small blossom punch that you can earn for free from Celebration. While these are double-sided, you can choose either side. Punch, use it as is, or a combination of both. So let me set this aside and I'll show you how to get started. Okay, the first thing I wanted to share with you is this punch. This punch is a builder punch, which means you use the pieces to build an image, and I wanted to show you the location. This is important when you're lining up your designer series paper to get the most out of it. If I were to place this punch as is, I would be punching out this next tulip also. So the easiest way to deal with that is to take the paper and cut it, leaving enough room around the designer series image that you want. At this point, now that I've got this out, I'm going to take a post-it note because what I'm wanting to punch is my tulip. And I am going to place this into the punch, and as you can see now, I'm only punching the floral image. I am not getting the leaf, and I'm going to squeeze and punch. And all that post-it note does for you is give you a handle. I can remove that image, and then I can set this aside later for when I want to punch out that flower simply by moving my handle and sliding it into my punch. Now for this project, I'm actually doing the leaf separately, so I am going to use the back side of this leaf because, as you can see, the only image on the paper is this petal to the other side, and I actually want it in a mirror image. So I'm going to punch the first one here, and I'm doing that with the paper right side up, so I've got that left image, and then I'm going to flip the paper over and punch again. And what that's going to do is give me a mirror image of those petals. There we go. And now I'm ready to start assembling my card since I have my tulip pieces. So let me show you how I did that. I'm going to bring my Whisper White cardstock in. This happens to be our thick cardstock, perfect for card bases, and score it and fold it on the score line with my bone folder, and then I'm going to open it up back up, and what this does is allow me to stamp without having that spring action when the card is closed. I'm going to set that down and bring in my birthday sentiment. I'm inking it up with basic gray, and I'm going to stamp it right here in the lower right hand corner. Now I need to make sure that I leave enough room for my designer series paper over here on the left, and you can lay that down if you need the visual. So now that I've got the sentiment done, I'm going to bring in this 1/2 inch strip. I'm going to lay it here on my grid paper so that I know it's nice and straight, and I'm going to bring in this petal pink piece, and I'm going to add some adhesive along the edge, and then because I've got this nice and straight on my grid paper, I'm going to set this down on the 1/4 inch mark and adhere it in place, making sure that I've got it lined up the way I want it. There we go. Now that I've got that adhered, I'm ready to add this layered piece to my card front. So let me add some adhesive again. And I'm going to adhere this in place. There we go. And now I'm ready to start working on the focal point here. I'm going to bring in my balmy blue scallop circle and my coordinating circle that I cut out with the dies, and I am going to adhere the balmy blue first, right in the center of my card. And then I'm going to take the Whisper White piece and adhere that on top. And at this point I'm ready to use my punch pieces. So I'm going to take my tulip here and add a little adhesive onto the back and adhere it right down in the center of that circle, closer to the top than the bottom since the leaves are going to go there. And then I am going to take my leaves and turn them over, and I'm going to place some mini dimensionals on the back. I'm going to remove the dimensional covers here to allow the adhesive to show, and I'm going to adhere those onto my flower as desired. Now I want the point of this to the center of the flower. I hope you can see that. And the other point can hang over that scallop circle. Once I have that assembled, I'm ready to bring in this Whisper White twine that I've tied into a bow, attach a mini glue dot to the back, and I like to squeeze this so that it's just on the back, and then adhere it to the card front here and trim as desired. It's that quick and easy. So let me show you the original again. If you'd like any of these products, feel free to stop by my online store. You can get there from my blog, Stamp with Jini. And of course, if you'd like any more information about this special coordination product release, email me at stampwithjini@gmail.com. Thanks for joining me.